Michael P. Frisch starting from the pit road because, of course, green flag that we're racing in race number 1 here from North Wilkesboro, and already some contact toward the front. Champagne trying to clear DT, but he can't make it happen. Cozy is right there in the tire tracks, the best position that 99 has been in all race long. DT loose up on the high side.
And DT struggling to get back to the throttle. We've seen that before out of that number 77. Again, trying to make that higher lane work, just stepping out too much. He's going to have to find a way to get to the bottom where that car is handling a lot better. The problem, though, it's almost like Martinsville, a conveyor belt around the bottom. He has to find somewhere to shove that car in line, and right now trying to battle Ryan Vargas for that third spot, and again, almost steps out on entry that time for the 77.
He led, or just about half of race, or rather heat number 1. Now he's struggling to find grip up on the outside of the racetrack, sliding from second to 4th. He's going to be side by side for 5th with Wes Graham. He had a hold of the inside line, Caleb, but he couldn't get down the racetrack to slide in. That opened the door for the 88. DT might have a shot here getting down into turn number 3, and he will slide right in line in that 4th spot.
And again, that car just rotating a little too much, so he's going to try to take it back down to the bottom where you have to play it a little easier with the throttle to stick it or keep the tires on that white line. But right now, it'll be Justin Champagne, Cozy, Vargas, your top 3. Cozy following closely in the tire tracks of the 38 of Justin Champagne. Meanwhile, Cody Hicken has pulled off the racetrack and into the pit lane, currently 4 laps down, leaving only 10 cars left on the track. They are pulling away, and now actually DT is going to get past Ryan Vargas for the 3rd position a little further back.
Yeah, Vargas slipped up a time or two that let DT sneak on by. Now Wes Graham and Joey Stone are side by side behind Vargas, so a swap for 3rd spot. No change for the lead for now, but Cozy is side by side. Again, Champagne trying to push that 99 up the racetrack. It's not the first time we've seen Champagne trying to work that outside car up and out of the groove. No dice through 1 and 2. We'll see who gets the power down corner exit. They'll still be side by side, but Cozy has the run and leads the lap.
Yeah, Cozy with the advantage. If you're Champagne, I feel like you got to stick on the bottom because I mean, that's where that car has been fast all night. And actually, when he ran to the top side to try to run Michael P. Frisch up in heat number 1, almost lost him the race. I mean, he was still able to pull it out in the end, but costly error. And right now with Michael Cozy Jr., I don't know. I feel like you got to run where your car is fastest, not running that defensive line.
Well, and Cozy's car looks stronger on the outside, especially in 3 and 4, compared to Frisch from that first heat. Frisch couldn't quite get the power down on exit coming to the checker flag. That's why Champagne was able to pull ahead. Cozy has beat him out here the last several laps, but now Champagne really goes up the racetrack. They both get a little sideways. Cozy almost clear. Getting into turn number 3, Champagne's going to pack it down to the bottom and try and get a run here off turn number 4. But DT is in the mix now as these two stay side by side, 18 to go.
Really interesting how they're running. You can see Champagne now has switched that lineup. Instead of sticking on the bottom, he sends it in on the entry, tries to pull up in front of the 99 here. He's going to try it again, just can't quite get clear. Doesn't have the advantage here, and both of them bleeding time to DT in 3rd now. But, I mean, this line almost feels like a smaller version of IRP up in Indianapolis, where they're running right up against that wall the entire lap. And Cozy, again, so good at getting back on the throttle. He'll push Champagne a little bit further down now, and that'll give the advantage back to the 38. But here comes the 99 with the run across the stripe. Oh, and he's actually going to make contact with him just a little bit. That's going to push Cozy up into the outside wall. Champagne will get back out of the throttle.
Oh, he did it again!
Hurt him!
Cozy hangs on to it. Champagne clear to the lead. DT takes 2nd. 13 laps to go. They had raced clean for so long. Champagne makes contact once, twice. Boots Cozy out of the way, and Champagne has to be thinking about points there. 6 laps to go, and now he can start to focus on that 38 as DT goes way up the racetrack. Cozy puts the power down, and he is clear, and he gets wrecked. Around goes the 99. We stay green. It's a 2-car race for 2nd now. Here comes Joey Stone to the inside to take the spot away from DT. 5 laps to go.
Champagne gonna run away with it, and that's exactly what he needs to stay alive in this championship fight. Cozy back to 8th and gonna get back on the racetrack and up to speed. Meanwhile, Champagne's running away with the win as DT tries to ride the wall. Joey Stone gonna try to take that 2nd spot away.
Banging doors down the front straightaway. There was contact. DT is clear. That knocked the 8 sideways as we're coming to 3.5 laps to go. Here comes Joey, though. He's fighting back. It may not be over yet in this battle for second. Meanwhile, Champagne is running away with it with more than a second lead. DT's loose. That's all the 8 needs.
Back to the outside. Doesn't quite run the wall, but is running right above the number 77 off of turn number 2. Again, the 77 steps out of line. The back end not handling very well for the drive-through machine. And tries to pull back alongside of him, but Joey Stone gonna have the run, and again trying to pick up where he left off, taking the second spot away for just a moment. Should be clear down the backstretch.
Be close. DT gets a little loose. We'll see what he can do here into 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag again. This is the battle for second. Champagne takes the white flag. DT's there. He gets loose. Joey will beat him back at the start-finish line. If DT can just get the power down, he might have a shot. Missed the angle a little bit there on corner entry, and Joey's going to clear him, but through 3 and 4. Justin Champagne uses the bumper to get the lead, and he's fighting for a championship. He wins race 1 at North Wilkesboro. Joey Stone gets second, drive-through finishes third, and Michael Cozy Jr. will come across the line in the 8th position, and we have ourselves a championship fight.
And 80 laps from North Wilkesboro.
Shout out to Gabe Wood coming to us live from Rockingham. Thanks, NASCAR. We're racing. Green flag.
Oh,
Vargas is going to wreck in front of the field, and the first caution flag of the night collects Vargas and Melillo. More championship implications. This time it's the guy furthest in the weeds that goes for a spin 50 feet past the start-finish line.
I mean, did they just get on the throttle?
Yeah. He just lost it once he got on the gas, and nowhere for Justin to go. Just an innocent bystander and all that. On board with Wes Graham. Yeah, I mean, Justin, wrong place, wrong time. Go Birds, go green.
No.
We are back to green, and the Eagles wear green. 6 laps are complete here at North Wilkesboro, and Cozy is clear. It's the Michael and Michael show at the front of the field.
Oh, Frisch has to chase that car up the racetrack. That opens the door for Wes Graham into the second spot. A big save out of the number 58 machine. That lets Cozy open up an almost 5/10 margin here down the back straightaway. Again, half a second that Cozy has over Frisch.
Side by side, still for that second spot. Cozy pulling away. Frisch clear for the second spot. Now DT will try that outside line to take over the third position. Gets clear of Champagne, and now we'll try and get around Wes Graham in that 88. And DT's wrecking into the wall. Keeps it pointed in the right direction, and that thing has been loose since it rolled off the truck, and unfortunately, it's now in the back of the field. Last row, Joe.
Yeah, only difference is he didn't take Cozy out with him this time, but they'll find a way back into 8th here between Caleb Carter and Justin Melillo. And again, a fair bit of damage on the right side of that race car, but no damage for that guy out front. Again, almost up to a second margin over Frisch. Cozy just hot lapping this thing, driving away half a tenth quicker per lap. Man. Yeah, race leader Michael Cozy Jr., of course, had to choose the old Starcom machine from around 2018 to throw back to here in the, again, just classic wind valve look. But this thing is a beauty out in front of the field. Again, skipping people who did not participate here. Second, third. We'll have to go back to 4th place is our next throwback. There he is. And you can see Wes Graham in the Robbie Gordon Speed Energy machine. Again, another very eye-catching race car, and the fluorescent orange with the Speed Energy on the front. Again, a fantastic look. And then right behind him, touched on him a little bit, but Ryan Vargas is running the Swan Racing. I believe Parker Kligerman ran this car, maybe David Strimmy.
Strimmy.
Yeah, a little mixture of the both of them, but Again, just the red and the Dayglow yellow highlights with the numbers. Such a great look. And Vargas actually taking a page out of the Swan Racing book, might be under attack here from the number 8 as they both get past Wes Graham. And you can see that's Joey Stone racing with Jesus in the Morgan Shepherd throwback. Again, another great looking car here. Classic even, as Joey Stone steps out just a little bit. This back in the 5th spot. Running in the 7th position after his early race antics. Drive through. This is a Joe Nemechek, the Nimco Motorsports throwback, around 2010-ish or so. But the blue and yellow colors on this number 77 again looks fantastic. And I gotta love the accuracy with the number font. So extra kudos. Behind him is somebody who did not participate. I guess kind of participated because it's a Kevin Harvick throwback, but not really because it's not in theme and he's been running it all season. But Justin, this is your moment where we look at you. Hi, Justin. Then we have Caleb Carter, and I believe this is a Brad Smith ARCA throwback running a Ford Fusion. I believe Brad Smith is the driver on this, but he's got the tape over the number. So not the 48, but the 49. And they're running right now in the 9th position. And then nobody else on track participated. So there's Herman Reese. He's running 10th, but we don't talk about him. So there you go. That's our full field rundown of throwbacks here at North Wilkesboro and the Start and Park Mobile.
The gap already starting to widen between these two, Cozy and Frisch. 2 tires. The call to just keep him within striking distance of the 99, but may not be enough to give him a chance to race for the win. The gap now 2.5 seconds between Cozy and Justin Champagne. Cozy is just ripping off Q laps right now.
Off of turn number 2 here, and yeah, I mean, Frisch is going to have to do something big here. I mean, taking 2 tires is gamble enough. I mean, again, across the stripe here, we'll see what they run. Cozy's already faster than Frisch is, so I mean, Champagne was even slower than Frisch was. So again, I mean, if gonna need some type of a shakeup here, otherwise I think it's gonna be another Cozy running away with it, as they run again about a 10th quicker that time for Cozy in the 99.
Frisch on the wall. Going through 1 and 2. Going up and slapping the fence. That's not going to help.
And again, you can see Frisch sliding all the way up towards that outside wall. Steps out big time. Got really loose on the exit of turn 2 there. And that, I mean, the guys have already been struggling with handling, and taking 2 tires there, not going to help. Again, it's a valiant effort. Great call to get a little bit of track position here, but in the end, I don't think it's going to win you the race. Right now, this track, again, I mean, the temperature, ambient temp super low, and the track temp itself is low as well. So not wearing the tires out incredibly much, but it is enough at a surface that's this rough.
He's just having fun for the fans.
Oh!
He's drifting. He's wrecking.
He's wrecking.
The leader is coming, so he may want to pay a little bit of attention out the back window, but I think he's just having fun for the broadcast right now and pulling the Rusty. He goes way up the racetrack here in 3 and 4 as Cozy continues to approach. He'll probably take the same line here in 1 and 2 to let him go by.
Listen, I mean, as much as Malillo's out of control here, it can't be as bad as Slinger in the Summer Series earlier this year, where Frisch came by to take the white flag and there was a car upside down in the racing group.
Why'd you have to bring it up?
I'm just trying to speak stuff into existence here, Jacob.
Whoa. Got sideways. He didn't flip it, though. That is the good news for car number 53. Oh, and see what you did? You bullied him. You bullied him, and now he's coming to pit road.
No!
Look what Caleb Hoffman did, everybody.
Oh, and he's sad. Oh, look what
Caleb
I've
Hoffman
done.
did. This is unbelievable. A disgusting act, which is not necessarily what he needed going into Atlanta next week. He's going to need to do a lot of winning, or need a lot of misfortune for the 38 and the 99 to have a shot at the title next week. Looks like the ball, for the most part, going to be in Michael Cozy Jr.'s hand going into Atlanta, and as long as he can perform well, he could come away as the season champ. Coming to 3 laps to go this time by. Running the Altus eSport throwback machine that used to run on a consistent basis like 5 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been that long already, but he's out in front by 8 seconds over Justin Champagne. He's running lap times 0.6 a lap faster than the 38. So Champagne really abused his stuff, and at this point, Cozy just running away as we hit the final 2 laps. We're going to finish with 6 cars on the lead lap and only 8 on the racetrack. White flag in the wind. 1 more lap to go for Michael Cozy Jr. He'll wheel it on down to turn 1 and 2. He'll hit the back chute for the final time. And Hagerstown, Maryland's Michael Cozy Jr. is 1 week away from claiming another court championship. He'll win race 2 of the Solid Start True Brand Throwback race at North Wilkesboro.